We of all people know that humans are freaky little animals, but what about the other animals? In Birds and the Bees, we are deep diving into nature and all of the weird, wacky, and hard to believe facts that make the animal kingdom, quite frankly, bigger freaks than us. Hey guys, welcome back to the Birds and the Bees, and we have Nicole back.
Yay!
So someone else was supposed to be coming today in the afternoon, and they became unavailable. They're not feeling well, and Nicole has cats. So what better animal to talk about than cats?
Yeah, because I'm a crazy cat mom.
What kind of cats do you have?
The kind that are found in an abandoned house and need a home.
Oh.
Just street cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, domestic medium hair.
What are their names?
Bunny and Moxie.
Cute.
And I named them before I met them. I saw their picture and I was like, that looks right. And Bunny is actually as soft as a bunny rabbit, so it's perfect.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And you used to be a vet tech as well.
Yes, that's why I rescued them. Because I knew that I could like take them to work, and because had to be bottle fed. They were found just a couple days old. So
That's like, people don't understand how intense that is to like bottle feed babies. It's every 2 hours for weeks.
okay, so I birthed my cats because not only did I bottle feed them, by the time I got them, it was every 4 hours, but every 4 hours, plus I was a full-time student finishing my degree, and I lived like 45 minutes from school, so I had to go back and forth. Plus, I had 2 full-time jobs.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, they're my everything. I moved out of where I was living so I could rescue them specifically. I found out they existed, went right to Facebook Marketplace. I was like, all right, we're going to get a room so I can have, yeah.
Oh my God. You're a fucking saint. No wonder you ended up in vet tech though when you care so much. Like, I love meeting people in that world because I think most people know by now that I'm an emergency veterinarian.
Oh, I didn't know it was emergency.
Yeah, I did emergency
Wow.
predominantly. So I like love meeting, like, it's just a different breed of people, and I appreciate it. I think we're people who would much rather be around animals than people, and I kind of love that.
Yeah.
That means I only want to be around those people. Like,
Exactly.
I sound like a sociopath. But...
The animals are better than people, though. Like, they have, like, no malintent. They're just, like,
It's debatable. I've met some asshole animals, but most of the time.
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Some are just dicks to be dicks, but, like, my one cat, Bunny, because everyone knows, like, the stereotype of, like, cats just throw things off the counter. My one cat, Moxie, she's perfect. No, she's never knocked a thing off in her life. Bunny will start to move something slowly so I could hear it. So I'll be like, Bunny Marie, because she gets the full name when she's in trouble. And then she'll lock eyes with me and yeet it. So yeah.
She's the sass part. I'm the same. Like, Tammy is my sassy girl, and then Lola's the good girl. But Lola's nose still gets her into trouble, but she'll be more like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't help it when she gets in trouble. Whereas Tammy's like, I don't give a fuck. You want to get angry at me? Whatever.
Bunny and Tammy would get along.
Yeah, 100%. They're sisters from another mister, for
Yeah.
sure. So when I went researching cats, obviously, like, a lot of people know cats in general, although there are a lot of things that you probably aren't aware of with them, and there's a lot of reproduction stuff specifically. But some of the facts that I got to dive into were more around the history of cats.
Like Egypt, or?
Yeah, so like cats weren't always domesticated. That's why we still have wild cats out there. But the history of how they became so entwined with humans is really cool. Like, there's some really cool facts around that. And they were also like really integral to some of the like space travel, for example. So we're gonna like dive into some really fun stuff.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. So where shall we start? Why don't we start with like the simple facts of them? So their noses are like a fingerprint. So the way that our fingers are all different, their noses are also all different. So if there was such a thing as policing cats, which honestly sometimes I wonder if we should.
Yeah.
Some of them are not, they're getting up to some mischief, but their little nose boop would act just the same as like a fingerprint for us.
I need to do like a little painting and find like pet safe paint and like have my cats like boop it.
Yeah, I actually did it for my OFTV on my wall. It wasn't nose though, I did paws, but that you can buy like little ink stamps. And you can like, I really want to do that as well. It looks really cute.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Especially when they get, we should do it together. Especially when they get like the whiskers and the little bit of the mouth as well.
My cats have the most ridiculously long whiskers. Like, it's so cute.
Oh, little babies. Yeah. But anyway, so that means that literally every cat is extremely unique physically. They spend 70% of their lives sleeping. So when you see your cat sleeping all the time, that's a legitimate thing. They're predominantly like nocturnal animals as well, or crepuscular, like we were talking about the other day. So like the kind of active at dawn, dusk, nighttime, and then during the day they sleep. Do yours follow that schedule?
No, for the most part, just because wherever I am, they are. Like, whatever, like if I'm in one bedroom, they'll like be next to me, like just wanting like pets. And then if I go to like the living room, they'll both follow me to the living room and then curl up next to me and like want pets there. And then I'll go to the other room. Like, they're just always following me for pets. So it's like they're half awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're like shadowing you, like this one. This one does that. Big ears. Did you know that they can't taste sweet things?
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know the extent.
So they can't taste, and they don't have sweet taste buds. So you know how we have sweet, sour, umami, like all of those taste buds? They don't have sweet, full stop. So that's why they're never really interested in sweet things. What they look for is like the fat and protein content predominantly. So that's why if you offer them milk, they are interested in milk. But did you know cats are also lactose intolerant?
Yeah, it's got to give them KMR if they're gonna,
Yeah, people think that cats and dogs want milk and love milk and they'll feed it to them, but you're literally going to upset their tummies.
Just like with people, because milk is just meant for cow babies.
Yeah, I've actually just started trying to switch away from, like, I love cheese. That's like the hardest one for me to give
Rebel
up.
cheese.
Rabbit cheese?
Rebel.
Oh, Rebel. I thought you said rabbit, and I was like, what?
I just spent $300 on so much cheese, and they're amazing.
Okay, so it's a vegan cheese.
Yeah.
What's it made out of? Is it cashew-based or oat-based?
I don't remember. It just, like, their brie is my favorite. And they have, like, goat cheese and, like, this honey pistachio. Like,
where do you buy it from?
Well, I know Follow Your Heart has some of the wheels, but they have some of the bries, but rebelcheese.com, I think. I just placed an order. They have like monthly like boxes of like.
I might try it.
They're so good.
Because I love milk products, but I will get into cows on another episode because there is so much to talk about there. I love them as an animal and I really appreciate what their bodies can create and how we can use them. Unfortunately, we have to talk about animals in the sense of how we use them because we live in a society that has used them for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years as a product. And it's not going to be gone tomorrow.
But maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But I have started trying to limit my
If you need any recommendations, I've been vegan for a little over a year now.
Yeah.
Because I'm a foodie, I love cheesy, like, I got you.
You and Charlotte can have me covered then because she's really good at that stuff as well. Charlotte Sins.
Is she vegan too? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And her, yeah. All right, so.
Back to cats, yeah.
Back to cats. Don't feed them milk. They have 32 muscles in each ear. So that allows them to rotate their ears almost 180 degrees. So that means they can listen in almost any direction.
They're nosy bitches.
And you cannot hide shit from them unless they are deaf.
Yeah, it's like that's why the second you pop open that can or like open that treat bag, they're right there.
Yeah. And like also the smell, I'd imagine as well.
Yeah.
Are yours like really good at hearing when you're up to stuff?
I don't know, because they're just always right next to me. Okay. Like they have no boundaries. Yeah, they're never far enough.
Like this constantly.
But they're bottle babies. Like I'm the only mama they know. Like,
yeah. That's so cute. They have a third eyelid, which is called a nictitating membrane.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know the name.
Yeah, it's a fun name to say. And dogs have them as well. And I would say when I was a vet, I'd pretty often have to look at them because, especially in summer, grass seeds love to get under nictitating membranes, and they're really fun to pull out.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. It's like, I was such a foreign body abscess girl. You have no idea.
I was big because I did all like the dental scalings and I missed that more than anything.
That's fun. I did these girls one and only dental they've ever had in their whole life. and it was very traumatic for me, and I will never want to do their dental again because they both needed one tooth taken out and I managed to break both of them, and then I was crying. And it was on a really busy day where none of the staff could like help me that does dentals all the time. I was an emergency vet. I don't do dental, so I was just crying my way through my own dog's dental, and I was like, never again. Anyway, aside. Whiskers.
Yes.
So whiskers are a radar to navigate in the dark, and they do contribute a lot to their balance. So this is why with vet techs and vets, you're the perfect person to have for cats. We are always so careful about trying not to shave them because it's painful to shave them.
Yeah.
It's like full of nerve endings. But then also I have seen some cats lose their balance after you accidentally shave their whiskers.
Oh, I haven't experienced that firsthand, but like I know with like Sphinxes and other hair, like they don't have whiskers, they just crumble off. So I always wondered if like their balance is affected.
I didn't know that about Sphinxes.
Yeah, Sphinxes and like Rexes, like Devon Rex and stuff, like they might be born with whiskers, but they like fall off and like crumble and get all like. Yeah.
It would be so interesting to brain scan them and compare them to other cats to see if their vestibular-cochlear system is more developed. The vestibular-cochlear system is like the balance system. So the vestibular nerve connects to your ears, and so a lot of your balance runs between like your like whole face. And I wonder if maybe that part of their brain is more developed, or like the cranial nerve is. Anyway, that's like a a vet thing.
Is there a vestibular? Is that because in humans it's middle ear, right? So
yeah, the middle ear is
inner
part
middle,
of it.
Yeah. So it is like, do cats have similar like internal ear?
Yeah. So cats are the same as humans in that they have the inner, middle, outer ear. They have a vestibular nerve, and then that runs through the cranial nerves and the brain stem, and like there's a whole vestibular section of the brain, and like they're very similar in that sense. But I wonder because they don't have whiskers. If,
it would be like evolution.
Oh, can a vet please study this? I don't have the time for that. So they are also one of the few animals that walk with their right feet together and then their left. So have you ever seen a camel run?
No.
Camels running are the weirdest fucking shit I've seen in a hot sec. They look like
so
a rocking
if I try
horse.
to run, okay.
But cats make it look so much more graceful, so I don't know how they do it so well, and camels are so fucked up when they run.
Literally, I had no idea that cats like had that walking pattern until maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, where I saw it online.
Yeah.
And then I started like watching, because I guess it's for like survival, like leaving less footprints or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Because wherever their right foot will go, like front foot will go down, their back foot will go in that exact spot. So it minimizes their footprints in the wild.
Interesting.
So I started like watching my cats walk, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are nailing it. Your only survival instinct.
What the predators you are.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. But you should definitely look up a camel running just for a kick one day. So I didn't know that. I forgot this fact that cats walk this way, but I remember learning it at university, and then like my mind was blown thinking about how camels run comparative. I'll show you.
Why have you seen camels running?
Because I'm a vet and I've researched camels.
Like, what?
We learn about camels. So camels are like a massive pest in Australia.
I didn't know camels were in Australia. I thought they were just like Africa.
They're a huge pest in Australia.
How did they get there?
I can't remember the story, but there are a lot of them. And to the point that the government sometimes does like culls where they'll go out and they'll control the population because they're destroying.
I know they do that with kangaroos, right? Or like that's why you eat a lot or something?
Not really. Like they're considered a pest by farmers and Australians because there are a lot of them, but they're not culled in the way that camels are. You can't cull native animals like that.
Oh, okay.
Like native animals are protected, but camels aren't native. So they were introduced and then they destroy a lot of our country. So then they are culled. But there's been a lot of stuff. I don't want to give away too many camel facts before I do camels, but like there's a lot of really cool stuff about how to sterilize them so that we're not culling them brutally. We're just like controlling the population. Anyway. What else can I tell you about cats? Oh, their smell is 14 times stronger than humans.
Makes sense.
So if like whatever the smell of this coffee is, 14 times is what they would smell.
I love that cute little face that cats make when they open their mouth when they smell something like weird, and their eyes just go blank, and they're like just, it's so cute because they're just like taking the smell in through their mouth and their nose, and it's just so cute.
Yeah.
They look so dumb.
They look so ridiculous. Do you know what a group of cats is called? I didn't know this.
A headache.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's probably my favorite group name that I found yet. It's called a clouder.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar, but I definitely did not remember that.
It's such a weird word.
Like, where did they come up with that?
It sounds like a cat chowder.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
They don't meow at each other often, but they have over 100 different vocalizations for communicating with humans. So they talk to us more than they talk to each other.
And I've learned my cat's language. Like, I know what they're saying.
There's some scientists that are coming out now with whole programs that interpret dog and cat vocalizations.
I bought it.
Have you?
It doesn't work. At least the one I bought.
I wonder how long ago did you buy it? Because there's been a new one recently.
Yeah, it was probably like 2 years ago, 3 years.
We should test out a new one. I've always wanted to try it.
Because I literally paid for this one app because it was like, you can talk to your cats. And I'm like, I already do, but like, let's give it a shot. And I was like waiting for my cats to meow and I did it. And I was like, that's not what they're saying. Like, I know my cats better than you, app.
Have you seen there's a very viral video that everyone's copying and it's been very accurate so far where people do this like to their cats and their cat comes. It's like the meow to call them.
I've seen the videos and I've played it for them, but they're always next to me anyway. So like, what are you playing? I can't make noises. Like, I can't purr. I can't roll my R's. Like, yeah.
I want to try it on your cats one day. I want to see if it works.
Yeah, come on over, yeah.
So far, it looks like it's been really accurate. I can see it. That's what happens when you're in this house. You get covered in hair.
Or it's just cat hair off my clothing, or like combination.
Yeah, probably a combo.
Yeah.
Look at your sleepy girls. All right, so the oldest known pet cat lived 9,500 years ago.
That's so long.
Right? And the fact that I really loved, that I feel like everyone who buys a cat should do, is that when your cat dies, the Egyptians would shave off their eyebrows.
Like the humans shaved off their own eyebrows to honor the cat? Mm-hmm. Would they like put their eyebrows in with the cats when they buried them? Or like, was there a...
No, they just shave their eyebrows as like an honor kind of thing. You gonna shave your eyebrows when your cats die one day?
Well, I was actually planning on getting my eyebrows microbladed, so I can shave them. They'll just be tattooed on.
No, that doesn't count. I feel like everyone needs to rock a bizarre look when their animal dies for a second.
I mean, I'll be crying, so like nonstop. So I feel like that's good enough.
It's like a real Britney moment to like.
No, I mean, I get it. Like, emotional, just yeah.
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 It's a lot though. Like, what was going through their head, like, of all my body parts,
right?
This is the one that I'm going to get rid of for my cats. Like, is it because they look like little worms?
Maybe. I don't know.
But cats don't really eat worms, so, like...
Although they would, like, chase them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
like,
why eyebrows specifically.
Because, like, the whiskers of the face?
Maybe.
Sort of. Although I have a few whiskers. I don't know.
If you were from ancient Egypt, let us know.
Right? Crawl out your tomb or crypt or whatever. And,
so this is the start of the really fun facts. Like, none of these facts actually marry up, but they're all just like crazy facts that I found about cats.
I'm ready.
So did you know that Sir Isaac Newton invented the cat flap?
Cat flap like doggy door?
Yeah.
No, what?
I think that's really fun.
What?
I love that someone with that much intelligence and brain power chose to make a cat flap.
Was that before or after he discovered gravity?
I have no idea. No, I have no idea.
Like the apple fell and the cat swatted it through the door.
Exactly. He'd already made his door. And he's like, wow. So yeah, he invented the cat flap. I think that's really fun.
That's so cool.
Such a weird invention for him, of all people. A cat was also the mayor of an Alaskan town for 20 years. His name was Stubbs. He was in Talkeetna. He was elected in 1997 after residents were dissatisfied with human candidates. And so he lived at the general store and he would greet customers at the general store, and he literally was the mayor for 2 decades.
So how do we get a cat president? Because I'm unsatisfied.
I'd be down for a cat president.
Right.
I don't know, how do we do that?
It's got to be better than what we've got now.
I mean, Americans love to follow anyone that's different to the status quo. That's how Trumpy ended up in power, so maybe it would work.
No, he ended up in power because a lot of Americans hate people that are different.
Yeah. So then maybe a cat wouldn't get very far because maybe he's too different.
He's too smart.
I don't know. We'll have to work on our strategy. We need a presidential strategy for a cat.
Yeah.
Then we need to find a cat.
But for Mr. Whiskers, yeah.
It should be a ginger. Ginger cats are like the nicest personalities. I've only ever met one angry one in my whole life.
Would be the second orange president.
Maybe it'll make him more likable. I don't know.
I want my next cat to be an orange cat. Like, I already decided. I want an orange cat and I already know what I'm going to name her because I want it to be a her because female orange cats are special.
They're very rare.
Yeah.
Gal has an orange baby girl.
Oh.
Yeah, they're really orange cats. That's really great for a podcast.
They're dog people.
I'm going to give them a chance. No, it's because my apartment got egged yesterday.
Oh.
It's the 10th time. And so they've been trying to clean it up. I think they've moved. Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't know who or why. This time they didn't get my door, at least. They just got the floor. What were we even talking about? Orange cats.
Yeah.
So ginger cats, in my experience as a vet, have the best personality of any cats. I would, if I was to get a cat, ginger.
Orange cats are a lot like Maine Coons, where they're just like the dogs of cats.
Yeah, but females are really hard to get genetically. I think it's because it's a recessive gene. So like with genetics, boys have an X chromosome and a Y chromosome, and females have two X's. So if you want to make a ginger cat with a boy, you only need one of the ginger genes to see it. But for a female, you need it in both. And then that's when it then comes out. So that's why they're a lot harder to get.
Yeah, and then I was just looking up recently because I always forget the difference between calico and tortoiseshell, but I know those are like always girls, and when they're boys, they're sterile.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Because they have like the XXY.
Oh, cool.
So they end up with health issues if they are somehow born like a boy tortoiseshell or calico cat.
Wow.
But they're sterile always.
That's so interesting.
Although cat neuters are super easy, so like I'd rather not have health issues and just
Yeah, I mean, like the risk of cancer when your animal stays entire is like quite high. So that's why we suggest desexing as vets. But lately there's been a lot of research into, so like at the moment, the way that spays and castrations are done is you take everything. Like you take the uterus, you take the ovaries and everything. And I think dogs and cats live for such a small amount of time that we can't appreciate a menopause. But they've started to study hormones and the effects of removing those hormones, and there is benefit in keeping those. So now they're starting to look at doing just hysterectomies, which is removal of the uterus but leaving the ovaries there because the ovaries produce the hormones.
Yeah, I just remember because since I was like my cat's vet tech and everything, like I was in there for the surgery, like doing like I intubated them, I put in like their IV catheters, I did all that. So I was part of like the surgery, so I saw like all that going on and it was cool. But I don't know if it's still that, but it was because it prevents breast cancer or something like that, ovarian cancer.
It prevents a lot of cancers in animals, but it's just because you're removing the organ that has a higher risk of cancer. But what they're finding is that there's probably benefit in keeping the ovaries now. So they're probably going to, over time, change the way that they do surgeries for animals. And then they'll probably study the effects of that on cancer rates. But one of my oldest best friends is a human doctor, and I remember when she went to get her boy castrated, she was really angry at the vet for the way that they were planning to do it. And because she started doing research about hysterectomies and stuff, and she was like, but you're going to lose the hormones. And like, I understand where she was coming from, but I've never noticed it in person.
Yeah.
Anyway, massive segue.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting developing place in like everyday veterinary medicine.
Yeah, what I remember about like spaying and neutering for cats is like the time I worked at like the vet's office, it was just that cat neuters are like the easiest thing ever, and they take like no time, and you just do a little clamp and switchy switch, and then it's done, and the aftercare is super easy healing. And I'm like, why did I have two girls? Like,
yeah,
one got a hernia, and I had to have a hernia repair surgery for her because I couldn't keep her like still.
Yeah. Hernia repairs are really intense. No,
she's like guarded over her belly because like you could feel the scar tissue, but
that's good.
The other one flops over for belly rubs.
Oh, baby. The cat spays that I've seen, so like, because I worked in emergency, I didn't see a lot of them, but when I was a student, I would see them. And I remember going to do a placement in a shelter, and I remember them saying don't do what I do. Like, what I'm going to do is not what I'm saying you should do, but this is what we've done for years. And they basically like twisted it a bunch and then just like ripped it. And the thing is like apparently the arteries are so small that they don't bleed out the way that like if you did that to a dog, you would kill it. But somehow in cats, they cope. So I just remember seeing that and being like, don't do this, vets. But like, it was just such an interesting thing to see.
Yeah.
And to like learn about anatomy-wise. Anyway, more fun facts. I'm going to give you some more really cool ones.
Yeah.
So in 1963, a cat went to space and is the only cat to have ever gone to space.
Did they come back or did they pass away in space like a lot of animals?
I will tell you. So it was part of animal experiments to study the effects of space travel on living organisms. She did a brief suborbital flight. So it was a 15-minute flight just below like in space, but like not like free floating in space. She successfully returned to Earth. In order to be sent up into space, she underwent G-force exposure and capsule confinement training. So she literally got trained like an astronaut. Like you see,
did she get a little spacesuit?
Like, do you remember these G-force videos that you see of men passing out? Like, they literally put this poor fucking cat through all of that training, and then they implanted electrodes into her brain to monitor neural responses. The sad thing is that like any animals that are used for research, particularly back then, they get euthanized so that you can study their brain to see the effects. So she was later euthanized and they did a necropsy to study her brain, but a statue of her was unveiled in 2019 at the International Space University in France.
I'm glad she got a statue. Like, screw people and all the animal testing. I'm like, put people up there. Like, I'm sorry, but like, there's so many suicidal people out there. Like, if they don't want to live anyway, what's the risk? Like, just let people go on free will and stop with the poor little animals.
Yeah, and her story is a lot better than the first dog to go into space, which I will probably talk about when we get to dogs. That is quite traumatic for me to learn about. I only learned about him maybe like a couple months ago, and it really affected me.
It was heartbreaking.
It was fucked. They basically put this dog in a capsule with some food and sent it off knowing that he wasn't coming back. And he basically starved to death in space. Mm-hmm. And that would be so scary and so fucking horrible. Yeah. And I just, makes me feel ill.
Again, fuck people. Yeah.
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 But she had a great experience.
Yeah.
Until she was euthanized.
Yeah.
Do you know how old the oldest cat in the world is?
I want to say 26.
Up.
32.
Up.
Whatever it is, I hope my babies live that long. Oh my god.
38.
What? They average like 18 to 20.
Yeah.
Like,
the cat was called Cream Puff and lived in Texas. Has now passed away. But 38 is like...
Especially in Texas. Like, it's hot there.
That's like double the age of the average cat.
It literally is. Like, how... Did they say what they did? Like, did they have a good life at the end? Or was it just like...
I don't know.
I'm so intrigued.
But 38 is like... Just imagine...
That's like living to like 110.
Longer. I feel like it's like living to 150. Like a double lifespan.
What's double 80? What? Yeah, like, yeah.
Fucking wild. Anyway, I think that's really cool.
Go Cream Puff.
All right, I'm almost out of my weird facts, and then we're going to get into the reproduction stuff, which is where cats are really cool. There was a green cat that was born in Denmark in 1995.
Green?
Yeah. The photos are so crazy. Some think that the high levels of copper in the water pipes caused it, and the green grew out and she turned into a grey cat. But
if anything, I think like Russian blue mixed with like some type of yellow.
No, she is like
green.
Fucking green. She looks like a copper cat.
Yeah, that's just the Statue of Liberty, but
literally.
Cat.
So that's why they think that.
Yeah.
So like the Statue of Liberty is made out of copper and it turned green over time because it reacts with air. But she is the same color as the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm kind of glad she grew out of it. I wouldn't want high levels of copper to be just hanging around, I guess. Crazy though.
Yeah, like what if your cat did an MRI? Like,
yeah,
would that?
I don't know, and that I don't think there's been a report of another cat like that.
I'd hope not. Also, like, what are if that's from the water? Like, are the people okay? Are they green? Like, what?
No, they're not all green in Denmark.
Like that specific area. I'm like, are y'all okay? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. All right, now we're going to get into some reproduction stuff, but maybe before I talk about the stuff that all cats feel, because you were talking about like tortoiseshells being sterile, which is really interesting. Do you know a lot about Siamese cats and like why they're the color they are?
I don't. I know there's the two breeds that are similar, the Tonkinese and the Siamese, that are similar looking, but I don't know anything more than that, other than they're really cute.
So Siamese kittens and whether their fur turns blonde or brown I didn't know this before I researched it. Whether they turn blonde or brown depends on a temperature sensitive gene. So cooler parts of their body, like the ears and the tail, will be darker than warmer areas. So they're all actually born white because they're warm in the womb. But then as they cool down after birth, they turn blonder hair where it's warmer on their body, and they turn dark, like brown on the extremities, and that's where they get their color from.
Interesting. So they're like mood rings, but
Yeah, like literal baby mood rings that like settle into like a permanent state. And it's melanin that this enzyme that they have in their genes is producing.
that's so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Huh.
Literal kitty mood ring.
Aw. Meowed ring. God, that was so bad. That was a stretch. I'm sorry.
I love it though.
Speaking of stretch, though, do you have anything on the Ziffy humoralis?
On the what?
Ziffy humoralis.
I don't know if I know what that is.
So, back to real quick, my future cat. I've been determined I want an orange cat, and I'm going to name her Ziffy humoralis.
Okay.
Because the Ziffy humoralis, and I'm going to call her Ziffy for short.
Is Ziffy to do with the xiphoid?
The Ziffy humoralis is only in cats, and it's what causes, like, it's the muscle that makes them do the arch, like, the back thing, where their spine can go like that, and they can, like, run more. So,
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's only in cats. So I'm like, I want a cat named Ziffy humoralis, because little Ziffy is so cute.
I'm trying to, like, work out because xiphoid is, like, in the sternum, and then the humerus is here, so in my head I'm like, how does that make their back arch? But that's cool. Yeah. I want to look into it. I think it's really cool. We also have our own, technically not everyone has it, and I'm probably going to get it around the wrong way, but when I was a physio, I learned that we have a muscle in our hands that's evolutionarily dying out. So if you're evolved, you don't have this muscle anymore. And if you aren't evolved, you do have this extra muscle. And I remember the way that you found it was by you're flexing your wrist and you're like trying to force it to like see if there's an extra tendon here. So like I might be wrong, but I think that you are unevolved like me, but there are a group of people that are starting to not have this muscle anymore because it's unnecessary.
Huh.
Well,
I feel like with our jobs we need it. Like extra muscle is a little necessary.
Yeah. I would have to look up on Google Google it if you really are interested in knowing like what it is and like how to look for it.
Yeah.
But there is a muscle that we're losing.
Are you evolved, or what's Neanderthal is the other option? I know some people have like Neanderthal DNA. I don't know.
I just think it's really cool that our bodies, we can literally map it changing at the moment.
Right. I know eventually we're not going to have like outer ears or like earlobes or fingernails or toenails or something.
Really? Why? I feel like they're useful.
Nails are meant for like climbing trees and digging and stuff, I guess, and ears are meant for like fighting predator. I don't know. I saw on the internet, so like don't believe everything you see on the internet. But
it might end up being though like we don't use it to climb things, but we use it so much to do things as dexterous animals that like maybe we'll keep it because we like peel paper with it and stuff like that. Like it still has a purpose.
Mine are purely decorative. I can't do anything with these. Other than like my cats love like little chin scratches. Yeah.
All right. So, do you know a lot about cats and how they breed?
I want to say they have like spurs or something that get stuck in there.
Yeah, so that's part of it. So let's start from the beginning. So they're induced ovulators. So they only ovulate when they're being mated with. So it's the same as polar bears. And there is another animal that we have talked about already, and I'm just trying to remember. Let me find it. Rabbits.
Huh.
So they are all induced ovulators. So they have to have an animal mate with them for them to ovulate. And the barbs that you're talking about, yes. So male cats have these little spines on their dick, and those they think that it stimulates the female to ovulate because it's like a little traumatic. Like they literally insert a barbed penis.
I mean, yeah.
You know what the really cool thing is though is when they get dissects, the spines disappear. So it's testosterone related.
Ah.
So once you remove the testosterone by dissecting them, they actually don't have the spines anymore.
Huh, interesting.
It's like a fun little Hulk thing. Like, you know, wait, no, Hulk doesn't like Wolverine maybe. Like testosterone, spiky penis, and then he goes back to being a normal dude.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Does Wolverine like have like a normal guy thing, or is he just like 24/7 a Wolverine? I've never seen a superhero movie before.
Does he shoot his like sword
I know he has, like,
fingers
the hand
out?
thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember putting like Fritos or whatever, the cone or bugles on like my fingers and being like Wolverine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
And then did you eat them?
Yeah.
I used to do that with Cheetos. Do you have Cheetos in Australia?
Cheetos are like sticks.
Okay, so in Australia we have...
Like cones?
No, in Australia we have these like rings.
Oh.
And so you would like...
So like Cheetos.
So then you would like pretend to marry each other in primary school.
We have Funyuns.
It's kind of similar to Funyuns, but they're like the perfect shape for a finger. Anyway.
I'd say yes if someone proposed.
Yeah.
With a snack, yes.
All right, cats. So, males bite the neck of the female to hold them in place. For some reason, this is a thing in the wild. Like,
I mean, and in people.
Yeah, but I think the wild is kinkier than us. I mean,
survival, yeah.
I've read enough now. Also, yeah. We shouldn't be shaming any kinks,
right,
is what I'm learning. We've talked about pee in another episode. Oh. So it's very loud, this copulation. They scream at each other. They typically breed from February to October. They have
That's all year.
Almost.
Huh.
It's like March, April, May, June,
Yeah,
July.
it's just when it's not cold, too cold. Yeah.
It's like 8 months of the year.
Wow.
They have 2 to 3 heats in this period, but it's not common to see bleeding. They don't bleed like humans do, so if you see bleeding, you should go see a vet. It's not like dogs and people.
Yeah, you don't need little kitten diapers.
No. If you're seeing it, the most common thing it could be is a UTI, and then obviously it could be scarier things, so definitely see a vet. One fun fact about them that I love, I don't know if you probably will know this, but did you know they can have multiple fathers?
Yes, because then they have different color babies, like different, like they'll have like, yeah.
Yeah, so they can mix different sperms. They can mate with like 4 different males and have a big old vat in their body, and then they make all different like babies from all different fathers.
It's so cool.
Wild.
Yeah.
I think that's really crazy.
That's why there's so many like street cats just all look so similar but different at once, because it's like, yeah.
And I think it's also really smart from an evolution standpoint, because your ability to mix your genetics is kind of what helps you survive. It's why when you look at things like inbreeding, it creates defects, because when you are breeding too close to home, like it creates mutations that aren't conducive with life. So they have it down pat.
So if you want a healthy animal, adopt, don't shop.
Exactly. The copulation only lasts 1 to 4 minutes. It's like, bam, wham, bam, get it done, ma'am.
Oh.
Go, leave me be, basically. If she's into him, she'll lie down with her hind limbs elevated and her tail up. I mean, that just sounds like...
Yeah, that's just... I mean, I'd say that's doggy, but that's kitty.
Sounds like missionary.
But,
She lies down.
With their
hind... Oh, no, yeah. In my head, I don't know why, I imagined her the other way around, and I was like, that's so weird for an animal.
It's so funny.
Yeah, no, I was just undercaffeinated that day when I read that. And then after the act, she rubs herself on objects, licks her vulva, rolls around, and just has a little glow moment.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little mood.
Yeah.
The gestation is 57 to 75 days. So gestation is how long it takes to grow the embryo to term. But it's weird. Cats are tricky when you're breeding them because that window, 57 to 75, like that's a pretty big window in the animal world. So when you have an animal that has a problem and they're pregnant, it can be really hard sometimes. Like, are they in labor early? Are they in labor at an appropriate time? Like, it can be really hard to manage as a vet. And what we'll often use is X-rays and like the density of bones.
X-rays of pregnant cats are so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Giant skulls everywhere. Yeah. It's really hard to count the babies sometimes as well.
There's so much going on.
But often we'll, to try and work out the like age of a fetus and if it's developed enough or not, we'll kind of use X-rays. I would always like have to look it up when an animal came in. It's not knowledge that sticks in the front of my brain, obviously, but like, there's too much.
When it comes to emergency, like you're focused on the emergency.
Yeah. They reach sexual maturity as early as 4 months old. So spay your fucking cats.
Yeah. Spay them before their first heat because then the blood vessels are all big and then, unless the new thing with cancer or the menopause. I don't know. But I remember it being like spay before the first heat because then their blood vessels are all big and then it's harder and like, yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason why with cats it's especially hard is because they can be ready to mate 8 weeks after giving birth and they go into heat really quickly as well. So like if you think about February to October is breeding season and you have 3 heats in there, the window to try and catch them between heats is like so small. So the vessels are all going to be engorged for most of the year. But if I was a vet, I would then imagine to try and desex after the breeding period if I didn't get before their first heat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I remember correctly, like kitten season, like when you see all the little kittens on the street is most like summertime-ish, like when it's hot out.
That would make sense, February to October, yeah.
Yeah, so then I feel like that'd be good timing, maybe?
It would be a good
July,
time.
August, September, October, yeah.
It would be a good time after October, so between October and February when it's not breeding season. But you should just be doing it regardless really early.
Yeah.
Because the problem that we have with cats is they're so efficient at breeding that like population control is really difficult and there's way too many of them. Like being able to get pregnant 8 weeks after giving birth is wild. Having a gestation period of 2 months is wild. Like you have to get them spayed. Like we need your help to prevent having so many animals that we can't. It's just sad.
And there's so many purebred cats out there for rescue. So go on Pet Finder or something and you can look up your specific breed or specific cat breed rescue near me or whatever. Because we don't need to be making all these other cats while there's so many being killed because there's no room, but also just all the street cats. And then it's decimating the domestic bird populations. And just, it's so bad for just the local ecosystem.
And like I get when people want their cats to be outdoor cats because they feel like that's the way that they like were back in the day, but they've been domesticated for so long and the risks outweigh the benefits at this point. Like we have created a world where going outside means they'll either get into a fight if they're a male because they're super territorial, or they'll get hit by a car, or they'll get pregnant if they're not spayed. Like the world is not the world that they lived in when they were wild.
Yeah, eaten by coyotes because coyotes are now coming in like other areas. Evil people that are abusing them, picking them up for like dog fightings, that like just so many. Keep your cat. My cats have harnesses and leashes. Like if they want to go outside, okay, super biased. You are a pet parent. Parent your child.
Yeah.
Don't just send them off to,
And there's so many ways to like keep them safe as well now. Like you can make cat runs. You can have your cat runs running outside your kitchen window.
Catios are like the size of a studio apartments nowadays. Like,
yeah, and you can even get things that you can fit on your fence so that when they try, it's kind of funny to watch. When they try to jump over the fence, they hit a roller and they just fall off.
So funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. One fact that I didn't say that just reminded me because cats falling. So, when you look at cats that fall from like really tall heights, there is a prime height for a cat to fall from. And what it means is that any higher, there's not a great difference into the amount of damage done to the cat. So if the cat falls 6 stories or higher, I'm pretty sure it's 6. I should look this up to double check.
I'm like, no one's living past 6 stories. Like, that's so high.
But there's apartments.
No, like, no one's living from a fall. Like, from 6
No, but the thing is cats and their weight, gravity, people have a terminal velocity when they're falling, same as any object. There is a velocity that they reach, and it's standard. The thing with cats, I will check if it's 6 stories. I'm almost certain. But
That's crazy.
if it's any shorter, cats don't have time to right themselves enough to land on their feet.
So it's like pulling your parachute when you skydive. Like, you need a certain height.
Exactly. So cats are the same. So like if a cat came in and saw me and they'd fallen from 6 stories or higher, I was way less concerned than a cat that fell from, say, 3 stories. And typically they would have way more damage to them if they fell from a lower height. I'm almost certain high-rise syndrome.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was right. So the 6-story fall is a range where injuries are common but not always fatal. But like if they don't have time to right themselves, and it's literally called the high-rise syndrome.
That's crazy that, like, the shock absorption from that height, like...
Yeah. So, like, sure, they might break legs or something like that, but they're more likely to survive it than if they dropped from less height.
Huh. But don't be throwing cats out windows.
Yeah. But just, like, so
That's
crazy.
They're so talented.
And it's something that was, like, really useful for me. Like, as an emergency vet, I would see stuff like this. I'm very traumatized by a dog situation that was like that, actually. I had a really bad patient that, like, there are a few patients that haunt me, and that was one of them. Like a whippet that jumped off a apartment balcony. It was like 7 stories, I think. And it was really sad. I stabilized it. But the poor owner didn't have enough money to fix, like, it had huge problems. It was going to be a $15,000 fix, and she didn't have $15,000, so we had to euthanize her baby. But cats, like, when they came in with falls, it was always like a question that I would ask pretty quickly because it would tell me how much to panic.
Oh God, I could not. Oh my God,
it's so fascinating though.
Yeah, like, I can barely, like. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I'll never forget. One of my friends was like jumping down the stairs, and they just went down the stairs to the floor, and they skipped like 2 steps, and they broke their ankle. And I'm like, cats are so incredible.
Yeah, cats are superhuman with their riding reflexes and like their agility and their speed. They're really cool animals.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still a dog person, but like, they're the best.
And I will get into, so this is domesticated cats. I will do wild cats at some point. I'm going to break them up a bit because they're all a little different. But for now, you know a bunch more about cats.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.